You hear me? Let's just start over. I'm assuming that you guys can hear me by now. We're going to start all over again with Aries. Apparently, that message was not supposed to go out to the world. Although I have to say, I do think it applies, just knowing being in touch with one Aries person. So we're going to summarize that. And the Aries message that came up had to do with the idea of that you are setting some kind of foundation or making some kind of plans about spending some time with people that you really enjoy or a person that you really enjoy if you're in Aries between now and the end of the ninth. And you're doing that because somebody has given you a message of love. Somebody has told you how much they care about you, and that has inspired you to start making these plans or setting up a foundation to be able to spend time with them. Okay, actually, we're not going to start over because I remembered that one. And I also remember Tauruses. So I'm going to walk through what we got for Taurus really quick too. I apologize that this isn't coming out at the same time you're seeing cards, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so Taurus, with 3 planets in retrograde, I think we're doing pretty good. Could be a lot worse. Okay, so Taurus, what came up for you guys? What was showing up was that you had a collaboration planned with somebody that had fallen through, and so you're picking up all of that responsibility. But it was interesting because you look like that fulfilled and satisfied and happy to be this completely by yourself. Excuse me. And when we looked at why, that was really interesting because what came up to us is the why was that you were manifesting. You've been on a roll of manifesting exactly the opposite of what you want. And because you've been manifesting the opposite of what you want, for some reason, this collaboration wasn't going to work too well for you. So you were happy to be working on it alone. And the impression that I'm getting, even as I think about that right now, is that working on that alone is going to give you some time to do some fine tuning on your own manifestation abilities and get those back into the gear that you want them into instead of reverse. Nobody wants to manifest in reverse overall, do they? Hello there, Tiawina. Am I saying that right? Tiawina Hanare? Hello, hello. Welcome. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, my apologies. That seems like a very big gulp sound. All right, let's look at Gemini next. This is going to be Gemini for any time between now and the end of the 9th of June. No. Can you type it phonetically so I kind of have an idea of how to say your name? Makes F sound. WH makes F sound. F sound. So Tiafina. Tiafina. That's pretty. Tiafina Hanare. Tiafina. All right, this is Gemini's cards. These are Gemini's cards, I should say. All right. La da da da. Queen of Water in reverse. La da da da. 8 of Strings in reverse. It's actually not 8 of Strings. It's 8 of Pentacles. It's a stringed instrument in the picture, but 8 of Pentacles. Justice. Right side up. Okay. Let's see. La da 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 da. Gemini. What do we have going on here? Gemini, I do think this is you with this Queen of Water in reverse with this 8 of Coins in reverse. When I've got 8 of Water in reverse, this is somebody who is releasing their emotions in an explosive way. They're kind of overreacting to the situation that they're in front of right at that moment. But the reason they're overreacting is because they've been holding back reactions to things that they have not been happy with for a while. And so basically, this is like the cherry on top of the cake that makes you totally explode emotionally and let somebody know how you feel. They're going to take it as an overreaction because they're not going to understand that this has been building for a while until you explain that. You might not be in a good emotional place to explain that right when you're having your explosive emotional reaction, though. Okay? So, beautiful things about readings is that free will can change anything, and you guys have the heads up. You're seeing this ahead of time now, so you can change this. You don't have to have an explosive reaction. You can actually have like a healthy conversation with somebody before the explosive reaction comes up and see how far that gets you to head off that explosive reaction. If you want to. I don't know. If you just like the drama, then go for the drama. It's up to you. Anyway, with this Eight of Coins showing up, this is just saying that this explosive reaction is not working. It's not getting you what you want for sure. And why is this happening? Somebody has made a decision that has to do with you and influences your life. And I don't think that you had very much input on this decision. It does look like they've made a fair decision, to be honest with you here. But I think the problem is, what it feels like to me is that you were not given any input. And so you feel like you're being pushed around or bossed around in a situation that you shouldn't be, that it's not appropriate. Okay, that's what I've got going on for you, Geminis. Like I said, you can always head it off at the pass, especially when you get these readings early. Tia Fina. Okay, next we're going to look at Cancers, and this is going to be Cancer from anytime between now and the end of the 9th of June. Cancer, Dancer, you just had a card dance right out and flip over and flip up all at the same time. We're going to take that. It worked pretty hard to do all of that all at once, so I think it deserves a spot on the table. All right, Cancers, what you started off with, your flipper was the Three of Earth. Are they calling it Earth in this deck? Yeah, the Three of Earth. Second card is the Eight of Fire. Both of those are reversed. And your third card is the Hermit card, and that's right side up. Guys, isn't this a beautiful card? Like, I love the artwork. I collect the decks because of the artwork, but isn't this just gorgeous? This is one of the more gorgeous ones even in this deck. Okay, so now that we've had our little moment of admiration, let's see what these cards mean, Cancer. Three of Earth with the Eight of Fire. This talks about that you had a plan of collaborating with somebody and that plan is no longer working. It's fallen apart. And why has it fallen apart? Well, it's pretty obvious here from this Eight of Fire that's in reverse. There's no communication between you and this other person or you and this group of people. None. Zero. Zilch. Why? Why, Cancer? Because you decided that you needed some alone time and you needed to not hear from people and they needed to leave you alone. So, Cancer, you may be going through something to be pulling back this hard. I mean, because to me, this is really reclusing hard. Yeah. So this, to me, this Hermit card is coming across to me, Cancer, like this is akin to taking yourself up into the mountains where there's no phone reception or out into the wild somewhere where there's no phone reception, turning the phone off, leaving it in the vehicle or somewhere else, not near you, and just having no communication except with whoever happens to be immediately in front of you, if there's anybody immediately in front of you, and there probably is not. Okay, but Cancers, I think you're withdrawing. I think you're taking some time to do some spiritual and emotional healing. You're just like, I have had enough of this interacting with humans game. It's time for me to just back out of the picture for a little while until I can come back to the table regrouped. Okay? Socialista, I love it. Live and not driving. Glad you're here, my dear. Amethyst Noir. Hey, hey. Glad to see you here, my dear. La da 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 da. So nice to have a room full of people. Leos, you guys are up next. This is going to be a look at something that happens for you guys sometime between now and the end of the 9th of June. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my brain around the idea that we are actually in June. La da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da. This is interesting. What's going on with y'all? This is a kind of nice surprise to have, Leos. Well, let me show you your cards first before I start telling you what's happening here. 3 of Wands in reverse, or 3 of Fire. 7 of Earth. Dun, 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 dun. Yay. 9 of Fire in reverse. Interesting. La, da, 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 da. I know, it's all the staying in the house that really created a time warp, didn't it? It seemed like winter would never end. Okay, Leos. 3 of Fire reverse plus the 7 of Earth. You have no plans for a payday. Now, there's a couple of ways that this is coming through. I really am working on feeling which way. One is really good and one is not so hot. Leos, I think you have money or something coming through from somewhere that you just aren't expecting. And so you have no plans on how you're going to spend this money. Whenever it shows up in your bank account, you're like, huh, what am I going to do with that? And why is this happening? Because of the 9 of Fire in reverse. This is something is blindsiding you. Something is taking you by surprise. I think it's this payday. Maybe you're getting, maybe you've written a book and you're getting royalties on the book and you just didn't even realize that they had accrued enough for you to receive royalties. Maybe you have some kind of lotto win, or, I mean, there's something going on where you're getting money and it's surprising you. It's unexpected. You're not expecting it. You don't even have plans for what to do with this money because you just weren't expecting it. It just shows up in your account and you're like, oh, that's nice. What do I do with it? Do I invest it? Do I play with it? Do I save it just in case? La, da, 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 da. Right? I'm agreeing with you, Amethyst. I think anybody deserves a nice little surprise like that once in a while. Wake up and have a pay in your bank account that you forgot is coming in. La, da, 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 da. Okay, we are shuffling for Virgo now, and this is for Virgo anytime between now and the end of June the 9th. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're going to take that. It flipped over. It would have fallen anyway, even if I would have tried to save it. So we're going to take that one, Virgo. La, da, da, da. La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. By the way, this is the good tarot. I can never remember the name of the person who did this, but I want to say Colette. No, you know what? I'm not going to say anything because I think I'm messing it up. All right. Anyway, Virgos. Hanged Man, followed by Page of Air in reverse. Ooh. Followed by the 6 of Water in reverse. Okay. Wow, Virgos. What do you have going on here? You're taking some time before you take any action to do some research and dig for some information. Why is this happening? Because you have a Six of Water in reverse, either one of two things is happening. Either somebody has come back from the past, or you're having memories about something from the past, and all of a sudden things are kind of like clicking for you, like you're realizing, oh, you know what? This makes sense now. If this person was up to this that whole time, blah, da, 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 now all of this makes sense. Okay. So this is something's coming back from the past, whether it's a person or whether it's just the memories without a person escorting them. And this is making you stop and think twice and do some research and dig for some information. Now, for some of you, if this is a person coming back from the past, they may be saying, hey, let's get together for coffee. And you may be saying, hey, I'm not so sure about that. Let me check this out before I decide if I even want to get coffee with you. If this is memories from the past and you've suddenly had some kind of insight about them that you hadn't had before, maybe you stumbled across an old note as you were moving or cleaning closets or something. Now you're researching, now you're looking for more information, trying to find out if that's, if what you're thinking is true or not. This is really interesting, Virgos. Yep. All right. There's a little detective work going on in your house. Of course, you know why I think that's interesting, because Scorpios, which I am, are the detectives of the universe. You know what I have noticed, Amethyst, over the years? So I'm an ex-Air Force person. My bases that I was stationed at literally kept closing down. Like every year I would have to move because the base I was at was closing. And what I have found is the world is a much smaller place than what we think it is when we're little. A couple of years ago, a lady came over and visited me that lives in the UK that grew up in India. Now, tell me the world is not small. Your past could be on your doorstep in a matter of hours, no matter where they are right now. Whether that's a fortunate thing or an unfortunate thing is up to you. Anyway, I digress. Let's take a peek at Libras. That's what I'm shuffling for. These cards. My spirit itches, or my nose itches. They say that means that spirit is visiting. Anyway, Libras. These cards are for anywhere from now through the end of June 9th. Let's see what comes up for y'all. La da da da. Da 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 da. La da da da. La da da da. Libras, Three of Water in reverse. Hello there, Alex. Glad to see you back, my dear. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Six of Earth in reverse. And the Page of Air, right side up. Okay, Libras, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Okay. Three of Water and Six of Earth combination just tells me that you are healing up from some kind of emotional situation where you were giving a lot more into that situation than the other person or other group of people was. You were much more dedicated and involved than what they were, much more loyal, I'm hearing. And you're healing up from that experience. Why? Why is this happening? Because you've gotten some kind of message about this situation, which has given you some insight that allows you to move into that spot of being healed, or at least more healed. Libras, you've kind of been on a healing journey for the last week or so, I think, if I'm remembering right, off and on at least. La, da, 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 da. Scorpios. We're up to Scorpios. This is going to be Scorpio for June the 9th, anytime between now and June the 9th, I should say. Matthew Freeman, oh my goodness. I am not thinking which one. We got that straightened out yesterday. This is the musician version. You know, it's so funny because when the other one showed up and started talking to me, by the way, guys, so you know what's going on, there's two Matthews that I communicate with that are clients that both live in the UK. Actually, let's leave it there. They both live in the UK. They actually both live in the same city in the UK. And I hadn't heard from one for a very long time. And so when I heard from the second one, I said, "Aren't you da 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 da?" And he says, "No." And I actually thought he was messing with me, and I thought he had had a career change. And so I got it all twisted in my brain that both of these Matthews from the UK were the same person that had just gone through some major life changes. Not really true, as I found out yesterday. They're actually two people. So no, I am not thinking that. I have it sorted in my brain now. It is a great day to be alive, isn't it, Socialista? Okay, Scorpios, I think we're ready to pull some cards, aren't we? La, da, da, da. This deck is telling me she's going to start flipping them if I don't start pulling them soon, so we better get on it. All right, fellow Scorpios, here's what we have. Queen of Earth. Follow Earth. Follow La, da, 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 da. So we're definitely starting out with some Earth here, aren't we? You've been cleaning the bathroom for 2 hours. I'm afraid to ask what people have been doing in the bathroom that you have to clean it for 2 hours. All right. Let's not get me too diverted here. Queen of Earth and the Three of Earth for Scorpios. There is somebody that we're interacting with who is, for the most of us, going to be a female person. And this is somebody that we are working together with on some kind of project. We're collaborating with them. Because of the Five of Fire. And which way is this Five of Fire coming in right now? Actually, both ways. Okay, so why are we doing this? Why are we collaborating with this other person? Because there is competition and we stand a better chance if we collaborate with somebody else to beat out the competition. And I think that somebody else is probably also a key player for most of us anyway. And then on top of that, because we have a lot of different ideas about how we can get things done. Look at all that. Look at all those little light, I don't know, not light balls, light shapes. There's a lot of lights going off above our head. There's a lot of ideas about how we can get things done. And so I think we have to collaborate just to do most of this stuff. I don't know that we can even do all of our wonderful ideas, but we have some wonderful ideas about beating out the competition. And it helps to be in collaboration with somebody to be able to follow up on all or most of those ideas. So that's for Scorpios. Oh, the walls in this. Okay, gotcha. You were doing a deep clean. Gotcha, Socialista. Oh, wow, look at that. So your mom is moving. That's a good sign. I keep waiting to move. Waiting for the spot that that's supposed to be opening up, and I'm like on the waiting list and still on the waiting list and still on the waiting list. So maybe your mom moving is a good omen that I'm going to get to move soon. Not that where I am is a bad place. Where I am actually is pretty awesome. Okay, let's look at Sagittarius. 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 And this is going to be something that comes up for Sagittarius anytime between now and the end of June the 9th. La da da da, la da da da, la da da da, da 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 da. Sagittarius, I just kind of get this impression of you. I don't know how many of you have seen The Wizard of Oz, but it's a classic, so I'm hoping a lot of you, even if you are younger. But it's almost this vision of you guys like wandering through the poppy field, in the Wizard of Oz, but not falling asleep, just enjoying the wandering and enjoying the view of all the poppies and just happy and not particularly focused on anything, just pretty much relaxing. So let's see what kind of cards come up. See if we have cards with a similar energy or if that's something else completely different going on during the day. Okay, let's see what we have. Sagittarius, you have the Sun in reverse. Sun in reverse, Sun in reverse, Page of Earth. Page of Earth is also in reverse. And you have the Fool card in reverse. What do we have going on here, Sagittarius? This does not make sense to me. This is somewhat contradictory. What's happening? This just doesn't make sense. Okay, so Sagittarians with the Sun in reverse and that Page of Earth in reverse. I think you're starting out having a pretty darn happy day, actually, kind of like the one that I just described, except the sun gets eclipsed. I keep hearing that as I'm looking at these cards, is that the sun gets eclipsed. Now, this isn't actually the day of the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse isn't coming up until the 21st, but it's still the imagery that I'm getting. And I think that the day goes from being so happy-go-lucky, wandering, not really focused on anything, to being a little bit more in the darkness because somebody is letting you know that they are no longer going to be putting in energy or effort into a project or into a relationship. Maybe they don't want to be friends anymore. Maybe they don't want to be your significant other anymore. Maybe they don't want to be a part of your project at work. And all of a sudden, it's like the sunshine just goes behind the clouds and it's done. Now, why is this happening, Sagittarius? This is what I don't really understand. Whatever this is that somebody said, well, I'm not going to work on this anymore, you actually have already considered, do I want to stop this? Because this is something that you actually instigated as a leap of faith, just knowing that you knew that you knew that you knew that it was the right thing to do. And you actually recently had a point of time where you evaluated, has this thing served its purpose? Is it time to shut it down or do I need to keep going forward with it? Is there still more good juice in this thing? And with the way the Fool comes up, this tells me that you had decided, you know what? Yeah, this is worth continuing on. I'm going to keep pursuing this. So you decided, whatever this is, that it was worth it to keep it going. This other person decided that they don't want to stay involved in this situation. And the reason that they did is because you made the choice to keep it going. It's like all of a sudden they went, oh, wait, you mean there's a choice here? I don't have to do this. This kind of highlighted to them that they don't have to be involved, just like you don't have to do this. And they're deciding that as far as they're concerned, they're pretty much done with it. It's served its purpose for them. And so that's changing your attitude a lot because you were kind of assuming that they would stay involved if you decided to move forward with this thing. And they're just not. Okay, Sagittarius. I guess I should have known if I pictured you in the poppy field from The Wizard of Oz that that was witch's territory and things were not going to end well. I should have known that. So sorry. Angela, Angela, Angela. Yay, I'm glad you made it out of the house. That's so good. Nothing wrong with hoping. Nothing wrong with hoping. Alrighty, let's look at Capricorn. And this is going to be Capricorn for any time between now and the end of June the 9th. Let's see what comes up for you. Thanks for the 2 thumbs ups. I appreciate those. I also appreciate those of you who are sharing this video with others. And of course, I appreciate all the private readings I'm getting from y'all. La da 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 Capricorn. Wow. We just have this 3 of Earth coming up all over the place. And every time she's come up today, I think, no, every time but one, she's come up reversed. It's like a theme for the day. Okay. 3 of Earth reversed, Capricorn. Page of Earth also reversed. Ace of Earth. This might be a good thing. Okay, so 3 of Earth and the Page of Air, both in reverse. This is just telling me, Capricorns, that you were collaborating with somebody on doing some research or digging for some information, and that collaboration is no longer happening. I also feel like you're kind of dropping the idea of digging for information. Now, why is this happening? Because the Ace of Earth, there's already some kind of foundation set. So where you guys were digging for information or planning on digging for information to figure out whether doing this thing was a good idea or not, somebody has pulled the trigger and already got this foundation set. So there's no longer any reason to look at if it's a good idea or not. Now it's time to just get in there and get to work and make it more real. All right, that's Capricorn. La da 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 da. Next up is Aquarius. This is Aquarius for any time between now and the end of June 9th. La da 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 da. Okay, Aquarius. You guys have patience. Mopping and listening. 7 of Air. 8 of Earth. Okay, so Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. You're going to have to be really patient as you're making strategies to move yourself forward. And why are you having to have patience with these strategies? Because you're back to work. You're working on something. And being back to work has put you in a situation where you've got some strategies that you want to move forward. You have to be patient with them. Maybe you were doing some things that were like on the side, and now that you're back to work, you don't have time to do the things on the side that you used to. So now you have to strategize when you're going to make time for them. That's just an example. Either way, you have to be patient with your strategies because you are doing some kind of work. That's for Aquarius. Oh, your sister's back to work. Gotcha. Well, your sister, isn't she a twin? But she's an Aquarius too. Something just flipped over and it went right into the deck, so I don't know which card it is. There we go. You were hiding. Since you were hiding, we're going to flip you over and make you come out for real if you want to be seen. Okay, looking at Pisces. Yeah. Well, the moon shifts about every 2.5 days. So chances are probably, but not guaranteed. Okay, let's look at Pisces. 2 of water in reverse. 9 of water in reverse. A lot of water for a water sign. And a 9 of earth in reverse. Hello there, Ms. Haley. Glad to see you, honey. You're just in time for Pisces. What sign are you? Okay, so Pisces. Kind of easy to see what's happening here. You're Aries. Oh, so you're the first sign normally. You'll have to scroll way back. Okay, so Pisces, with this 2 of water and the 9 of water both in reverse, this is telling me that you're not feeling very satisfied with a situation or a person that you used to really enjoy before. Why are you not feeling satisfied with that person? Because 9 of earth in reverse, you're missing them. They're not around enough, so you're not feeling very satisfied with that. Or if it's an activity, or if it's, if it's an activity or it's a project, it's because you don't get to do it. You're missing it. You don't get to do it, and you're not satisfied because you're not getting to do it. Okay, so that's for Pisces. Oh, wow. Very cool. Thank you for that feedback, Haley. Peace out, Mr. Alex. Have a great day, honey bunny. Have a great week, I should say. We're still on Monday. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. I do appreciate you spending some of your precious time with me. I appreciate also all of the thumbs ups that you guys put on this video and all the shares to get it in front of other people. Woot, woot. And of course, I thank all of you who order private readings with me. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, peaceful week, and I'll see you guys back here the next time. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.